breaking news, okay? Beyonce dropped a single, Break My Soul, on Monday. And I was scrolling on Twitter, right? And I see that her song was trending today, okay? Today is 6/23/2022. I'm just letting you know where I'm at, what time I'm recording the day and all that, right? So BuzzFeed drops an article about 10 hours ago. Okay, I'm recording at 9:39 p.m. BuzzFeed drops an article 10 hours ago. It's trending. So the headline says, Beyonce said to quit your job. These people actually did. What? So let me read just a little bit, okay, of what is in the article, okay? Quote, we started listening, and I kid you not, the minute I heard Beyonce say, I just quit my job, I knew I wasn't going back to my job tomorrow morning, end quote, okay? So, you know, the article goes on, it's like, Break My Soul, which is already a top contender for Song of the Summer. Beyonce, New Orleans bounce star Big Frida, shout out to Big Frida, okay, period. They sing about the freedom that comes from refusing to no longer be worn down by a job you don't care about. So then they go into the article, right? And, you know, they quote some of the lyrics from the song. Here we go, quote, right? Now, I just fell in love and I just quit my job. Beyonce sings in the first verse. I'm going to find new drive. Damn. They work me so damn hard. Work by 9, then off past 5. And they work my nerves. That's why I cannot sleep at night. End quote, right? The lyrics immediately inspired a flood of memes from people who joked that they will follow Beyonce's lead and quit their jobs, child. All right. I haven't really seen the memes like that. I have seen an astrologer go on a rant on Instagram in regards to Beyonce's song, telling people like, you know, we can't go this route. I get it. Like, she's the queen, but you have to be realistic about these things. You know, don't just jump when somebody tells you to jump. Okay. Especially in the climate that we're in when it comes to us being in a recession. Let's keep it real. We are in a recession. I don't care if the government did not blatantly say it up front. We are in a recession. If it's not realistic for you to quit your job, I suggest you sit your ass down, thug it out, and figure it out until you figure out a more solid game plan. If you have that drive within you enough to where you're like, I'm done here and I want to quit, by all means quit, okay? Nobody's stopping you, okay? Everybody's life path is different. None of us are the same, even though some of us are stuck in a very blatant and profound rat race right now to succeed, to elevate, to be stronger, to prove our worth, our self-worth to other people, when 9 times out of 10 you should only be proving this shit to yourself and not to anybody else. Just saying, okay? I just don't think it's healthy to do things impulsively and quit your job just because a singer-songwriter told you to do so. But listen, if the spirit guides you to do it. And that's the confliction here, okay? I'm just so intrigued by this article, okay? So I'm just going to keep reading it and sharing a few more tidbits with you. So, quote, right? It says, even the ladies of The View discussed the song, comparing it to the 1977 country music song, Take This Job and Shove It, end quote. The question is this song going to inspire more people to rethink their career paths? Whoopi Goldberg said. For Giselle Galindo in San Antonio, Texas, the answer was yes. Galindo, 22, had worked as a Starbucks barista for 3 years, but recently struggled with feelings of burnout and lack of motivation. Her true love is in theater, and she recently landed a gig in that field that she felt, in addition to another job at a summer camp, would give her the financial security she had been relying on Starbucks for. So Jalinda goes on to say, I'm just at a point in my life where I was just tired of feeling stuck. Okay. Jalinda told BuzzFeed News, I was going back and forth these last couple of months, like, oh, do I want to continue staying here just for the stability of the extra $400 that comes my way every 2 weeks? Is that what I really want? That's not a lot of money, y'all. $400 every 2 weeks is not going to pay the bills that need to be paid. This economy is so trash. It's ridiculous and it's embarrassing. Let's really talk about that. Like, why are we suffering in silence and working these jobs and doing this slavery type work to make a living, to survive? Like, I don't know if there will ever be a true balance when it comes to that. But maybe Beyonce does have a point. But I also want to say, if it doesn't realistically make sense at this time, don't jump the gun. It's not to put fear, but maybe there's a workaround into certain situations to really figure out to where you really can benefit from your working in your true destiny, you know, and really succeeding in the destiny and the path that you are destined to work, and be in and be happy about, you know, doing what you love to do. That's important. You know, where are you in your life right now? Do you truly love doing what you love to do right now? For some of us, our answer is no. For some of us, absolutely. You know, no questions asked. You know, you wake up invigorated and excited to work and do what you love. That's beautiful. But not everybody feels that way. It's just important for us to kind of just figure this out. You understand? So on Monday morning, Jalindo bit the bullet. She texted her boss that she'd be leaving and was putting in her 2 weeks notice. Wow. But watching TV that night with her girlfriend in bed, she still wasn't happy, knowing that she still needs to go in tomorrow and stare at the clock felt mentally draining. And yet, she felt she had a duty to turn up. That was until she went online and listened to the new Beyonce track. By her own admission, Jalindo lives her life with a hefty dose of main character syndrome. She looks for signs in the universe and compares her life to a movie. Now, here was her idol Beyonce, another Texan whose middle name is Jalindo's first name, seemingly offering up a message. Quote, we started listening, and I kid you not, the minute I heard Beyonce say, I just quit my job, I knew I wasn't going back to my job tomorrow morning. Jalindo said, we both looked at each other and were like, oh my God, it's a sign. It has to be a sign, said her girlfriend, Alexis Salazar, 22. Don't go to work tomorrow. Yeah, like, don't even finish your 2 weeks. Around the same time over in Los Angeles, James Liang was feeling a similar eerie sensation. Okay, so this talks about another person who found the courage to quit his job. And it's interesting because it says on Monday his therapist told him he was ready. He just needed to rip off the band-aid. And that night he texted a friend about his excitement that Beyonce had released her new song. That's creepy, his friend wrote back. Was literally texting you, I think this new Beyonce song is about your life right now. And then Liam laughed. He laughed about it. It was like, yeah, this is me. This is draining any will to live out of me, he said. And so, yeah, I just laughed at it Monday night. And I'm just like, all right, yeah. The next morning, he gave me his 2 weeks notice. Listen, Beyonce, we know she's one of the top major influencers out here in these streets. She's an icon. She's an idol. She's been in this game for so long. Beyonce is here to inspire in any way possible. So I don't think it's a negative thing for her to, you know, help people find that courage within themselves to quit their jobs and to really follow their passion. I just want people to be realistic about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not to be a Debbie Downer, because if you feel it in your spirit to get the fuck on, please do. Just make sure you have, you know, your set plan A, B, and C. If you don't have it, then by any means, you know what? God is on your side any damn way, and I'm sure you're going to figure it out, and you're going to be okay. Okay, the trials and tribulations that could be bestowed upon you may not even be that deep. And it's like, listen, miracles happen every day, B. So it's like, you know, if you want to do it, go ahead. I just think it's fascinating that Beyonce, you know, took a moment to drop this song, and she had people ready and willing to make that change in their life. And sometimes that's what music does to us. That's what people do to us, you know. Sometimes you just need that confirmation, that sign, that symbolism or something to let you know this is your moment. This is your time to shine. Go ahead and do it. Fight for it. Work for it. And be strong, be confident, be independent, and make it the best of your ability. You know, your dreams and your aspirations are your dreams and your aspirations. Nobody can take that from you, right? Nobody can take that from you. I repeat, nobody can take that from you. All right. If anything, people love to copy. Okay. This society is so copy and paste. It's ridiculous. I can't even tell you. But just know they can never really truly duplicate, you know, who you are. Okay. You're the original copy. Nobody can really duplicate who you are. And that's a fact, y'all. Like, seriously. So it's like, it's a double-edged sword. It's like, you know, kudos, Beyonce. Thank you for the inspiration. Beyonce is not the first person. She's not the first artist to inspire people to make changes in their lives. Like, let's just keep it real. I just think it's interesting that we're in these times right now. And she's dropping this very impactful music to make people motivated and giving them the ability to change their ways, to look for a way out, to really do what they feel they are capable and motivated to do when it comes to their dreams, their aspirations, their lifestyle. Okay, it doesn't matter what, you know, what department it's in. You know, it can be about love too. If you're ready to break away from a relationship, child, get the fuck on. Go. You know, leave. It's cool. It's okay. I promise you, it's going to be okay. You know, there's so many fish in the sea, love and opportunities. It's like when you close those doors and you leave the people that are no longer meant for you, new doors open up, you know. So that's the beautiful part about it. Let's just keep it real. It can be scary. It can be very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. But it doesn't mean that it's the end of the world, you know. So we got to look within ourselves sometimes and really just, you know, do what we need to do. We have this fight or flight kind of thing about us. Not all of us. I'm not talking about everybody because we're all different, okay? Where, you know, we want to run from things instead of like standing firm within our truth and really fighting for what we believe in. So, you know, I feel like Beyonce may be really, truly trying to encourage us to really be our true, authentic selves, our unique selves, really work within our means. Really find that passion and that motivation to really be, you know, the beautiful people that we're meant to be, even if it doesn't make sense right now. So yeah, shout out to Beyonce. I'm really curious and intrigued to know what the rest of her album is going to be like. I feel like she's going to be talking that shit. Okay. She's going to be speaking some truth and some facts, and she may be shaking the table up a little bit. I feel like Beyonce has a lot to say more often than not. All right. She's been so not shady, but in a sense to where she doesn't really say what she wants to say or hasn't really said enough. And I feel like maybe this album will be the breaking point in giving her the relief that she needs. Okay. It's like we know Beyonce, but we don't really know Beyonce. Nobody can really say from the outside looking in that they truly know Beyonce. Okay. I mean, that goes with a lot of people too, but I'm saying in the sense of like, I feel like her connections haven't really been that authentic or as deep as they needed to be. Like she has had to really kind of shun herself from really saying a lot or what she really wants to say. For all in the means to maybe like uphold her image. That's very important. So listen, Beyonce, you are well into your age to where, girl, just say what is on your fucking mind, sis. Say it. Just say it. And that's so, it's funny because like that's the contrast between her and Solange. Solange will say anything she fucking wanted to, and she gave no fucks. You hear me? Did not care. Solange's like, what you say? I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and I will repeat it multiple times. Do you understand now? You know what I'm saying? Like that was the difference between her, like Solange and Beyonce when it comes to like personality. Because Beyonce is very like pageant queen. Even if I'm hurting on the inside, I'm still going to fucking smile in your face and wave and act like everything is okay. Even though my world is trembling. You will never see it. So, yeah, y'all. That's all I really wanted to say. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. I had to really just speak this to you because I was like, Beyonce really out here got people like quitting their jobs right now. Like what? Like what? Okay. But oh, let me read some of these comments because it was like 27 comments that were left on a BuzzFeed post. Somebody was like, remember that one time you quit your job because of Beyonce? It's going to be the embarrassing family dinner story that gets told every Thanksgiving. Someone else said, can the author make an update in a few weeks, months, how these people are doing and how much they will blame Beyonce for their decision? Another comment, it said, so a couple of gullible girls and gays quit their jobs because they got a sign from their parasocial relationship with a pop singer? Why is this news? Someone else said, if you quit your job without a backup plan, you're an idiot. Get yourself fired so at least you can collect unemployment. We have another commenter that said, I quit the day before. It had nothing to do with this song, but it felt so good. I was running 2 warehouses in the graveyard and day abide by myself after my assistant production manager quit because the owners grossly underpaid him. We made a pact to both get out. After he left, I was told I could not take any days off, no sick or vacation days, until I replaced him and had someone else trained to do my job because they did not want to deal with running it. Lo and behold, I got sick. And they meant what they said. I had been called in on my days off, was 6 months past my review raise, and was tired of watching them treat my staff like crap. I quit and now they are having fun trying to figure out how to do my job. I have 3 excellent job prospects lined up and have never felt better. Toxic jobs aren't it. We all deserve better, and better is out there. Another commenter was like, the privilege of being able to quit your job without any worry about how you're going to pay your bills or buy food. And lastly, I quit my job after hearing Brutal from Olivia Rodrigo, and I ended up getting a better job, better pay with insurance, and I actually enjoy what I do.